What's up, investors? Welcome back to the Trend Trader channel. Today I want us to talk about investing. What does investing means and what does investing entails, so that you as an investor you can be able to make an informed decision when you take this journey of investing or your investing journey. So basically, we first need to define what is investing or what is an investment. So investing, it's using resources to generate more resources. So since this channel is about the stock market, we can make money as an example. So basically, investing will mean that you are using your money to make more money. So that is investing. And this definition of investing that I'm using, I took it from this book, Investing with a Purpose. I will put the name of the book in the description there with the link to Amazon, so that you can grab yourself a copy of this book. So that is where my definition of investing is coming from. So basically, you are just using your resources, whatever resources you have, in order to generate more resources. So the reason why I wanted to first explain what is investing, it's because when you engage different people on different platforms, for example, I'm a trader, so somebody will say, but trading is not investing. But what is the purpose of trading? Why am I trading? Or if somebody, they say that they are investors, what is the purpose of investing? What made them to invest? You understand? So now, if you go with this definition that you are using your resources to generate more resources, then it removes that misunderstanding that trading is actually investing, because I'm using my capital to generate more money, which will be capital that I can use in future to place more trades. So that is investing in a nutshell. Just a simple basic definition, using your resources to generate more resources. Now the question is, where can you invest, or how can you invest? So there are many ways that you can invest. For example, if you go to get some education or tertiary education and training, you are investing time and money to get a skill that you will use in future in order to, say, get a job which will pay you. So you're investing time and money. Sometimes you just need to invest time. For example, you want to learn about investing. Let's say you want to use the Easy Equities platform. You can invest time and money in a form of data, so that you can access the Easy Equities Academy on YouTube and learn everything that you want to learn about Easy Equities. So in that case, you wouldn't have spent money in the money sense, you would have spent time, and okay, you would have spent money as well in the form of data, getting that knowledge. And there are many things that you can invest. And again, in this book, there's a very good example that changed the way that I see things, especially time and money, because this book, it does not just talk about investing money, because when you talk about investing, the first thing that some people say is that they don't have money to start investing. But this book does not just talk about money that you have to invest. Money talks about a lot of things. There is an example there, an analogy. So there are two guys that are stuck in an island. They have nothing. It's just the island. It has plants and there's fish in the sea. So on day one, both guys, they go to the sea to fish. Each one catch a fish. Let's just say each one catch one fish. So now they have enough food to eat for that particular day. Then this happens every day. Every day they wake up, they go to the sea, they catch a fish, then they have something to eat. Then one day, one of the guy, will just call that one guy A. The guy A decided not to go to fish. He decided to stay in the island and went to get some bushes, some grass there, and then he knitted a net. Yes. So the other guy, guy B, went to the sea to continue fishing. He was able to catch his portion or ration of fish for that particular day. The other guy, guy A, stayed behind. He knitted the fishing net. So for that particular day, the guy who stayed behind didn't have fish to eat because he didn't go fishing, but he had spent time using grass to fish a fishing net. So now the following day, the guy who went to fish still had to go to the ocean to fish. But the guy who now has a net decided that he's not going to fish. He lent or rented out his fish net to the guy who went to fish. The agreement was that because now this fish net is more efficient than fishing by hand or if they were using a spear. This way is more efficient. So if this guy borrows his fishing net, he will be able to catch more than one fish. So now the catch was that the guy who's borrowing the fish net is supposed to pay the guy who owns the fish net one fish. So now you see this guy, he spent time, he invested time to produce this equipment that is more efficient than fishing manually or fishing by hand. And now on the day when he didn't go to fish, when he spent his time fishing or knitting that fish net, he didn't have food. So now basically in this example, yes, you need to spend some time to get whatever resources that you need. If you need money, well, the go-to place is getting a job. So you have to spend time equipping yourself with skill in order to get that particular job that you have. Once you have a job, you need to make a sacrifice. You cannot just chow all the money that you are getting paid. So you need to save some of that money so that in future you can take that money, put it in an investment vehicle that will bring you more money. So that now, instead of working all your life, at least you buy yourself some time. So that is why investing is important, as we see in this example. So this guy who has a fish net never bothered to go fishing ever again because he now has a fish net that he leases to the other guy. The other guy will repay him in fish. So now this guy has more time to do other things. He can build a house in that island because he has time to think about other things rather than spending time thinking about fishing. So this is the kind of an attitude or mentality you need to adopt as a person who's interested in investing. That investing won't just happen. There are some changes that you need to make in your life in order to be able to be in a position that you are able to invest. And because most of the time we talk about investing money, so now we cannot focus on the people that are unemployed because it's not fair. They don't have a lot to invest, especially if we are talking in the context of investing money. However, if we are talking in the context of investing other things, then those people they can also participate. And then another thing that is that you need to know about investing is that we usually say that time is money. Well, I'm not disagreeing with that statement that time is money. There was a time back in the day, News 24 used to allow people to write opinion article, but because of that thing was full of racism, people were just swearing at each other. At that time, they had stopped allowing people to write those opinion pieces. Well, I don't know now because there's no point watching news these days because everything is just political, sensationalized. So if you read a certain media house, you're just going to get a certain narrative. If you read this media house, you're going to get a different narrative. So I stopped spending time on news and everything because it's a waste of time. I'm not getting anything out of it. But at that time, when they still allowed people to write articles, there is a person who wrote that actually money is time. So this guy, he came up with his argument. He made this example. You work a month to receive your salary. Let's say you earn 10,000 rand. So we know that the conventional investing or saving percentage is 10% of your earned income. Let's just talk about net income, not gross income. Let's talk about what you actually receive, not the theoretical number that they say you get but you never get. So if your net income is 10,000 and then you spend or you invest 10% of it, that means that you will be saving 1,000 rand of your earned income or net income. So this guy argues that yes, time is money, because when you are on your clock, your boss wants you to work because that's their money, and also you need to earn your money by spending time so that you get paid. So if you start saving 10% of your income, that means that after 10 savings, you would have saved equivalent of your earned income, meaning that after 10 months, you will have saved 10,000 rand. So now once you have 10,000 rand in your position, remember you work for a month in order to have 10,000 rand. So now you already have 10,000 rand. That means that you can rest for a month and you will still be able to um, survive, because you need 10,000 per month in order to survive. So now that article changed my view about money, because yes, at that time I didn't see money as a tool that can buy me freedom. I saw money as a tool that I can use to have experimental value. For example, if I have money, I can buy clothes I like, I can buy devices I like, all those kinds of things. I can buy life experiences. But in addition to that, money is actually a tool that I can use to buy freedom. So now you understand that all these things require sacrifice, because if you earn your 10,000 rand, you have to make a sacrifice that you want to keep that 1,000 rand. But now it won't be easy to just save 1,000 rand without a goal, because that is one of the other challenges. When you speak with people talking about investing, people, not that they don't want to invest, but they need to have a reason why they are investing, you see. So in this case, if you know that because these days there's this FIRE movement, it's more about early retirement, investing some money so that you can attain financial freedom early in your life so that you don't end up working for the rest of your life. So if you make that decision to say, okay, I'm at this age, let's say you are just 25 or 8, and then you say you want to retire when you turn 45. So now you need to understand how many years do you still have. The assumption is that in those years you will be having an income. So now you're going to start your investing journey because you want to attain that financial freedom. So it should be easy for you to make that sacrifice of investing or saving, however you do it. But the goal is you must invest in order to realize that goal. So now you're using your money today to buy yourself the future that you need in future. Okay, you're using your money today to get the tomorrow that you want. So that is investing. That is using resources to generate another resource, or you're sacrificing one resource in return of getting another better resource. Well, the resource that you want to get, it should be better than the resource that you are spending, so that it becomes a good investment. Because if you get a return that is not as good as the one that you are spending or saving, then it can be classified as not a good investment. So for today, I will just end here that investing is using resources to generate more resources. In the next video, I will touch different investment vehicles that you can use in order to use your resources to generate more resources. So I hope now you have an idea why investing is important for you. I mean, I believe that every individual should invest one way or the other. And as I've mentioned, it's not just about investing money. There are so many things that you can invest. And for you to invest, you need to know why you're investing. You need to have a goal, because without a goal, then it becomes difficult. For example, if you have 10,000 rand and you have to save 1,000 rand, you can spend 9 grand, but if you feel like there are some things that you can do with that 1,000 rand, then it's easy to just dip into that money and spend it. So without a goal, it's pointless to invest. I guess this is why this book, it says investing with purpose. So you really need to have a purpose of why you are investing, so that you make the whole process a bit easier and emotionally acceptable or emotionally manageable. So that's it for today. I'm planning to make this a series of videos or a playlist of my channel, so that every time we're talking about trading and other things and you get confused and you're wondering why you should even be wasting time or money buying or investing in shares, at least you can go back to this video and look at it and say, okay, what is my purpose? Why am I investing? Why did I open an investing or a trading account with my broker, and all those things? And then, yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the content, whatever that we shared today, please click the subscribe button. And if you like this video, please click the like button. And as always, I appreciate you coming to watch the videos on the channel. Thank you.